Hello, my name is Suraj Kadam, and today we are discussed about marketing of drugs. Drug companies often promote products during events or sales visits to doctors. This type of marketing is known as detailing because doctors learn details about drug side effects and the benefits of the drugs. And doctors also receive gifts such as meals and free samples. The next point is the types of methods of marketing a new drug. An effective pharmaceutical marketing strategy incorporates a mixed approach that includes social media campaigns, PPC advertising, product information landing pages and campaigns, print advertising, TV commercials, and conference marketing. The next is actually what is marketing. Marketing is a pharmaceutical marketing involves all of the promotional activities carried out by an organization to make pharmaceutical products and care a reality and available to customers, means patients and other decision makers from the manufacturer. The next is how drug comes in a market. Some companies submit a new drug application to NDA, introduce a new drug product in the US market. It is the responsibility of the company seeking to market a drug to test it and submit evidence that is safe and effective. And the drug companies often promote products during events or sales visit to doctors. This type of marketing is known as detailing because doctors learn details about drug benefits and side effects. Some academic medical centers have begun to restrict detailing, but little is known about the impact of detailing on prescribing practices. The analysis included more than 16 million prescriptions in 8 major drug classes. These included drugs for acid reflux, attention deficit disorder, depression, diabetes, high blood pressure, lipid disorders, psychosis, and sleep disorders. The team compared detailed and non detailed drugs, which included generics and branded name drugs not promoted at the centers. The study was supported in part of NIH, means National Institute of Mental Health, NIMH. Results appeared in the issue of the Journal of the American Medical Association. The mean market share, the share of prescription for each drug within its class of detailed drug in the center prior to policy changes was 19.3%. That share declined by 1.67 percentage point after policy changes and 8.7% relative decrease from before the policy changes. The mean market share of non-detailed drugs was 14.2% before policy changes. Their share increased by 0.84 percentage point after the changes, a 5.6% relative increase. Prescriptions of detailed drugs in the comparison group declined only slightly over the same period. There has long been concern that drug marketing to physicians might influence their prescribing, including and maybe especially for psychiatric drugs, says Kauthar Dr. Michael of NIMH. Many medical schools have adopted policies to limit such marketing, and this study is one of the first to document what effect these policies actually have. Important next step include assessing the economic impact of these policies and whether they affect patients' clinical outcomes. Yes. And the results found that pharmaceutical marketing strategies are correlated to physicians' prescribing behavior. We demonstrated that the majority of the promotional tools tested were mostly or sometimes motivating physicians to prescribe promoted drugs. The major tools that physicians agreed to be mostly motivated by the visit of medical representative, that means EMR, and drug samples, while sales calls made by pharmaceutical companies and are the less influential tool. Regarding gift acceptance, this study demonstrated that physicians considered gifts acceptance as a non-ethical practice. Results showed that most physicians are use free samples to treat their patients. By this study, we demonstrated that there is a relationship between physicians' prescribing pattern and their age, gender, and the location of practices. And the finding of this study provided an insightful work, serving as one of the first humble steps in the imminent direction of merging this paper with the previous literature. From managerial perspective, pharmaceutical marketing managers of drug companies can use the research findings to design better their strategies directed to the Lebanese physicians who can also benefit from the results founded. Pharmaceutical marketing efforts directed to physicians are getting more and more attention over the years. There are many tactics adopted by pharmaceutical companies such as physicians targeted promotions, which are free samples, journal advertisements, and next is printed product literature and other gifts that help them to increase the acceptability of their product. An average pharmaceutical companies spend 20% or more of their sales on marketing, which made them a lot of money, and they had little incentive to stop those tactics. It was estimated that 84% of pharmaceutical marketing efforts are directed toward physicians because, from the manufacturer's point of view, physicians are the key decision makers, the gatekeepers to drug sales. The structure of pharmaceutical markets differs from country to country because it has a national character. However, the pharmaceutical industry has an international nature. To the best of our knowledge, few published studies addressed the situation in the developing world, and very few were those in the Middle Eastern countries.